Welcome to Our Living Young. I'm Ed Bailey. We're excited to be here today in Upgrade Labs and with the owners, Kristen and Logan, and here to talk about your facility here and where you've moved forward with it and this whole rhythm of what's going on with biohacking. Tell us about biohacking.
Yeah, I think, if we start with telling you about biohacking, it starts with Dave Asprey, who is actually the person that coined the term biohacking, and he wanted to give it a name so that it could grow and catch attention of the different ways to hack your body, hack your surrounding, hack your environment to live your best life. So he's really sometimes known as the father of biohacking because he really coined the term. I think everyone in some way is a biohacker, whether you know it or not, from your diet to exercise or supplements you're taking, but I think Dave and then now others have really taken it to a new level of how to optimize and how to truly create efficiencies and hack everything.
So what are you actually hacking?
Yeah, I wish I had the definition of biohacking. It's up on our wall over there. Dave would give me a slap for not knowing it.
It's changing your environment around you and what's going on inside of you to live longer.
The way I think about it, I can't think of the definition right now, is just like most things in life, you're trying to do it in the most efficient and effective way. So whether that's optimizing sleep or diet or exercise, and I think so much of what we've been taught for the last 50, 100 years actually isn't the best way to do it. From go for long runs, more exercise. For a long time it was don't eat fat, skim milk, things like that, So I think it's all these little tweaks to create efficiencies to make you feel better and have more energy, be your best self, be pain-free, but doing it with the minimal effective dose.
So pro athletes have been doing this for a while, and the ultra wealthy have had the insight on it. Is it now for every day at Upgrade Labs? Who's it for?
Yeah, that's a good question. You want to take it?
Yeah.
So I also, who's it for? I think biohacking is for everyone, because really the most foundational things that matter the most aren't what we have here. What we have here at Upgrade Labs are some very expensive technologies that the ultra wealthy have access to, but with this business model we can provide access to everyday folks. But the true biohacks are get some sunlight, get the right sleep, eat a clean diet, things like that. And those are the foundational biohacking moves that actually matter.
Some water.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you started a journey, Logan, as getting into the biohacking yourself. Yeah. What got you into it?
Yeah, so for me, my professional career has been mostly leading marketing teams at Target, Overstock, retail side, and then tech companies. But my passion has always been mind, body, and soul, health and wellness. So before probably biohacking was even coined a term, my natural personality is to always be learning and trying different things on myself and pushing myself to be better, and then sharing that with people around me that wanted to know about it. Mm-hmm. And then we had the opportunity to actually bring it as a business and bring it to a new scale. Yeah.
What's your little journey into it?
Yeah, I think that I was completely unaware. It was funny that we didn't realize that Logan was doing these things in our home and bringing those things into our home. Certain supplements or coffee or,
red light
doing, doing certain things in our house all the time that we didn't realize it had a name for it. Yeah. So it was just by proxy of, being with him that it was becoming a part of our home and our children and all the things. So really Logan's my path and here we are running it together.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, it's great. I'm glad you have it here.
Yeah.
So what's got you into the actual Upgrade Labs? What was your journey into this business then?
Yeah. I'll take that because it's kind of somewhat my journey to some degree. So for me, again, always that passion, even though my professional career, which has been great, for bigger companies, but my passion has always been health and wellness. I've also always wanted to be a business owner. and not just a business owner like online sites, which I've done, but actually have a small business in a community where we're interacting with people. So that I've always wanted to do that and had explored different business models, franchises, probably for the last 10 years, mostly gyms, never pulled the trigger. And gyms are great, but glad never pulled the trigger on something like that, because then Upgrade Labs came across our paths as an opportunity. First location opening around us was down in Riverton, Utah, so we popped in there to check it out, scope it out. The owners there were great, and we were just blown away, and it was just immediate walking out of there that this is the business we want to start, because it can make such a difference in people's lives in such an efficient way.
And it has. Yeah. It's coming in here, and your energy in here. I've been coming now for 5 weeks to Upgrade Labs, and it's incredible. The individuals that work in here are excellent. I mean,
Yay.
they are great. Every one of them know their stuff, and they can talk to you about it, and which is phenomenal that you can do that instead of somebody just clocking in 9 to 5 and happy with that and getting me my paycheck. They know it. They know their stuff. But not just that, they are so excited to have you there, because they feel like they're helping you, and they like to see you coming in.
Yeah.
And that's a great feeling from somebody just coming in as let's say a client coming in.
Yeah.
It's great to have that.
We love hearing that. I'll tell a little more on that. It's been an interesting journey for us, learning what type of person to look for hiring. And unlike other roles I've hired for, what we've landed on is the number one thing we look for is the passion for health and wellness and caring for others. So like that's literally what we look for. And our second criteria is, do we want to hang out with them? Because it's kind of like a family within our team and within our members. So a little bit of a different hiring kind of checklist than other roles and companies. So we love hearing that.
Well, it's so true. But what makes really Upgrade Labs unique here in Park City?
So I think what makes it unique is first Park City makes it unique. Park City is a very unique community, and just how health conscious, active, go hard, play hard, work hard, kind of the Park City community is. So that was the starting point of like looking at the community, that it would be the perfect fit. And what we offer here, there's onesie, twosie places around here that offer similar-ish services, but not at the level of the equipment that we have. So what we have in here is kind of the best of everything intentionally, and the business model is really set up to, the equipment we have in here is optimized for, again, that minimum effective dose and efficiency to be able to heal from a hard mountain bike rider, day skiing, or hard workout, or an injury, or solve for the person that is doing all those things but burn out from their job and they're fatigued and they need some more mental power. So, kind of a unique setup of equipment and technologies that can help solve for the unique Park City community.
Yeah. And you have, speaking, going into more of the technology then, walk us through some of the technology, because you got performance, you got recovery, you got cognitive. I mean, you've got such a variety here. Walk us through what you've got as a compact package.
I'd love to, because what I think about that is, like, I always talk about how Dave Asprey's first location was like one brick and mortar in Santa Monica, California for like a decade. And he tested everything we have in here and every iteration of these machines and even more. And over that time was able to really narrow down which ones worked the best for his members and how to stack them and all of those things. So he was able to then push it out to North America as a franchise and know exactly what we were getting, and that was the best product. So yes, we have those three categories, right? We've got the performance and the recovery and then the cognitive, and all three of those work super great together. If you want to talk about the performance and like the AI equipment, you're so great at that.
Yeah, so on the performance side, we have a few different machines specifically for working on improving cardiovascular output in VO2 max, our AI bike. And then we have a couple AI cheat machines, which is adaptive AI resistance training machines that NFL teams use, professional athletic teams use, that have a lot of advanced features and capabilities to basically get that more efficient and effective workout. On the technologies, I always like to joke, but it's kind of not a joke, that when you come in here, we're gonna freeze you in the cryo, we're gonna zap you on the PEMF, we're gonna hook electrodes up to your head on the neurofeedback training, put you in a straight jacket in the big squeeze,
Fry you in the red light bed.
fry you in the red light bed, and you're gonna walk out feeling great.
Yeah.
And
Torture.
Today I came in here and I started right out in the red
Yeah.
bed and then went to the cryo, the freeze,
Yeah.
and I got the squeeze. So
Yeah.
I was fried, frozen, and squeezed.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
And on the recovery side, we have our ever so famous red light therapy beds. We call it the Red Charger. We have PEMF, which stands for Pulsed Electromagnetic Field, and that is fabulous. On a cellular level, it's healing you. So great for pain, broken bones, etc. We have the Big Squeeze, which is our compression. And we can do the lower half or the upper half of your body, and we can target a muscular setting, so like getting like a deep tissue massage, or a true like lymphatic drainage, so sweeping out all those toxins.
And I've been in that big squeeze.
Yeah.
You get the upper body and you're
So good.
out here, it's
Yes.
just squeezing you.
Yes.
Or you have the lower body and it's
Yeah.
doing the same.
Yeah.
And I like to do them both,
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
right after another.
Yep.
So you get the full body squeeze.
So good.
Good way to do it.
It's excellent.
Cryotherapy is really, really popular and very interesting. It's just like cold plunge, but you don't get wet. So it's just a cold box that you walk into. You get to listen to music. We cover up your hands and feet. Do you like cryo?
I like cryo.
Yeah.
I get to listen to my REO Speedwagon, I'll just say
Yes.
it.
I know. Mario Speedwagon. Cue that one up
How
for you
cold
every
does
day.
it get?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cold.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So
You put mittens on and slippers on
Yeah.
and a hat.
yeah, and there are
you're walking
different
in.
levels that people can choose. So it's not like an on and off switch. So we
There's
can
a
really
beginner, intermediate,
Yeah.
and advanced.
Yep.
Yep.
And you can go in there for
Three and a half
half
minutes
minutes, yeah.
is the longest it'll let you stay in. And
That's the longest?
Yeah.
and the lowest temperature that we can take it to is 190.
Negative 190.
Negative 190.
Negative 190.
And one on the recovery side that I like to talk about is our metabolic trainer, which is intermittent hypoxia training. It's basically a session where you go through of decreased oxygen and increased oxygen intervals to help with your body's ability to utilize oxygen, energy pathways in the body, immune system, and helps with your mitochondria.
Yeah. So that's performance and recovery. And then lastly, we have our neurofeedback, so cognitive side of our facility. We have something called the Brain Upgrade, which is proprietary to Dave Asprey. And we aren't putting anything in the brain. We are simply reading what is going on inside of your brain. So we'll do a snapshot of all the wavelengths that you're currently in, and then do some training with you with visual and audio cues to help you get into alpha state, which is the most calm and alert state that you can be in. So we do some training there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
The reason why I got into and started reading about biohacking is I heard about the recovery. You know, people that were miracles happening. You know, they would come out of these upgrade lab type situations, and within a matter of a couple weeks, they were feeling better.
Yeah.
And I had a hampering back. It was killing me. I was going to a specialist for it. I got an MRI done on it, and they says we don't see anything wrong. It's like I can't hardly walk.
Yeah.
I don't know why you can't see anything wrong.
Yeah.
And I came in here first time, and I started going into the red bed, and then into the squeeze and the cryo, and it was 2 weeks. I was up walking
That's cool.
straight again. It was like a miracle, and the doctors are like, we didn't know what was wrong, but it's good that you're feeling good. Well, it's great I'm feeling good.
Yeah, yeah.
And what other clients have you had that have had similar?
Well, first, that was giving me chills to hear your story, and like that's why we're doing this, is for stories like yours of your back healing in a matter of a couple weeks. And yeah, we have a lot of stories. clients, which ones do you want to choose from?
Oh my God.
I always like to start out with me as a client, actually. And what the quick story I'll tell is 3 years ago, doing yard work of all things, I woke up the next morning and I couldn't move the thumb or finger in this hand. Don't know why. At the time, spent a year trying to figure it out. It ended up being a pinched nerve, and I had tried all physical therapy, all doctors, peptides, you name it, everything. I finally did a surgery for pinched nerve, and that brought my finger back. But 2 years later, this thumb still wouldn't move. It would just go like that. I literally couldn't get my mind to move it. And I'd pretty much given up hope at that time because I'd done the surgery, I'd done everything. And then we opened the business, and I started doing what we had here, and I think mainly the PEMF, the pulsed electromagnetic fields. Started doing that most days of the week, and about 3-4 weeks later, my thumb was moving. Never thought I'd move it again. We have to an actual client story. We have a lady that's in her 60s that, similar story, except she, as a kid, so over 50 years earlier, put her hand through a nail, and her entire life she's had pain and limited mobility in her hand. And after coming into Upgrade Labs, after I think about a month, gone, fixed, 50 years later.
Incredible.
And that's mostly on our PEMF. It's just cellular healing, basically. So we can target the whole body or something specific. And so for him, he was doing full body, but he was just making sure that his hands were inside of the device while doing it. And same with this lady. Gosh, there's so many stories.
We hear stories telling them, oh, those are fun ones. Like they go to their doctors, they just had surgery, they're healing twice as fast as other people. The doctor's like, what's going on? That's a good one. Just neuropathy, we've had 2 members.
Yeah, vertigo. I mean, there's so many. So neuropathy, we have a gentleman who has had neuropathy in his feet, so no feeling in his feet.
In his feet.
Right, like can't feel the temperature beneath him that type of neuropathy. And like walked through his home and mentioned to his wife, like, wow, the floor's really cold in here today. And
his wife's like, what did you say?
She's like, wait, what? You could feel the temperature on your feet? And he's like, oh, I can feel the temperature in my feet.
That's crazy.
And that's all from the neuropathy setting in our red light therapy bed. There's settings, right? So our red light therapy is extremely powerful with a huge menu that we can target something specific. And neuropathy is one of those. Anxiety is one of those. I've had a lot of great success stories in one session with anxiety. Another one that happens in one session with a few of our clients recently is vertigo. I'm seeing it a lot more in women than men, but where they're just absolutely so dizzy, don't know what's up or down, one session and it's gone.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
That's just a few stories. And that's been really rewarding to us to hear those stories. Yeah. Because that's why we're doing it.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's cool.
You know, it's amazing. You go in that red bed and you get a menu and you're like, wow,
How do I choose?
This is a bigger menu than going to the restaurant.
I know, it's so
What do I
big.
pick from? I got so many of these different things I need.
And don't worry if you don't have something specific and you just want like a mood boost, skin, collagen, like just the basics, like energy. We have settings for those, or just like an overall wellness, kind of click it all. We can cover it as well.
So how many sessions do you go in that red bed to have it really effective on, one particular menu item?
Sure.
Do you generally find?
Yeah.
You've talked about ones that happen in one session.
Yes.
How long do you generally?
Yeah. So kind of ruling out those like one-time effect. We recommend someone doing it 2 to 3 times a week. And as a general rule for most of our equipment, we would say that about 2 to 3 months, someone should start seeing results in like whatever their goal is here.
Yeah, and depending on their scenario, what they're dealing with.
So you find them in different, do you set up a program for them? How do you do it?
So different with each piece of equipment. With the red light bed, it's not just red light, it's actually 5 spectrums of red, 1 green. But the really fancy part about the ones that we have is it has frequencies that's carried through the light into your body. And those frequencies are pre-programmed to target different things like vertigo, arthritis, sciatica, boosting energy levels. So the red light in general will help with energy by increasing ATP production in your cells. But then those frequencies can actually target the frequencies of the issue like arthritis or others. So it's pre-built programs that we then choose from depending on the client's situation.
So if somebody walks in here brand new and they say, I've got some problems, my back, for example, on me, or anything else, how do you take that person and work with them?
So a first-time client comes in, we are going to have an employee one-on-one with them for as long as it takes to get to know you, get to know why are you here, what are your goals, what are your ailments, what can we help with. We'll start with a cell health analysis, which is a, what did you say, $20,000 medical grade body scanner.
Wow.
That's going to tell us how healthy are your individual cells, where your inflammation is sitting in your body and how high is it. Visceral fat, which is the fat around the heart and organs that we can't see, body composition, and a ton more data. So we're going to look over that, pair that with what you're telling us, put that together, show you everything we have here, and let you try some stuff that we think is going to work for you, and then put together a protocol of how many times you should be coming and doing which pieces of tech. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So also, I was just told if you're going to have an operation coming up, it's incredible. It's called VO2 or your
VO2
oxygen.
max. Yeah.
Tell me about that, because so many people have operations all the time.
Yeah.
They're going under surgery or something.
There's a few things here that I think is really important to do pre and post surgery, and we see it a lot. And I think some people get a little stuck on, I'm not going to join until after my surgery because I'm about to have surgery, so it's not right for me yet. It's really important that they do it pre and post. So I'll let you talk about the VO2, but I think most of the time of surgery, we should be doing the PEMF.
And red light bed too.
Yeah.
It's just like going in preparing for a race or a triathlon or anything. You want to get your body in the best
Prepared
scenario possible for the surgery, for the event, right? And the recovery after. Specific to VO2 max, so what VO2 max is essentially a measurement for how efficient and how much oxygen your body can use. And when they look at different biomarkers in the body, it's one of the highest correlated biomarkers to longevity, actually. So it's a less known one and how important it is, but it's basically how well can you utilize oxygen. And the piece of equipment that we have we have two that help with that specifically. The number one is actually our AI bike, which looks like a standard bike, and it's the most interesting kind of awkward workout because it's a 10-minute bike ride where you're pedaling as slow as possible and it's super boring, and then you sprint for 10 to 20 seconds depending on where you're at in your training, and then you go super slow again for a few minutes, and then one more sprint, and that's it. So everybody's familiar with, has likely heard of high intensity interval training. This is REHIT, reduced exertion high intensity interval training. And that specific type of exercise, that low heart rate, low stress, go as hard as you can, and then bring it back down, specifically helps your body adapt to that increased phase and that increased usage of oxygen. So that one's really powerful. And then our metabolic trainer, which is you're sitting in a chair with a mask where you're breathing oxygen, we're measuring your body's oxygen levels, and what we're doing is about 30-40 minutes of intervals where we're decreasing the oxygen that you're breathing, so it's putting a stressor on your body, and then we're increasing the oxygen levels so bring you back up to the high healthy levels. But during that stress point, your body kicks on multiple responses to increase red blood cell count, to better utilize oxygen, improve energy pathways throughout your body, and actually helps get rid of damaged mitochondria that we've built up over the years and rebuild new ones. So mitochondria being the powerhouses of the cells. So it actually literally helps clean that out and rebuild new ones. So everything works better.
You get a lot of pro athletes coming in. I know, because the Olympics are training grounds for the Olympics are right here in Park City.
We do. You know what's been interesting there is, this is my honest take, and I don't think the importance of recovery is actually spread as much as it should to that level of athlete. I think maybe some of the professional, like NFL high-paid athletes, but I don't know. We're not seeing it in our conversations with some of the Olympic athletes around here of like a lot of emphasis on the recovery side of things. So it's actually kind of an interesting conversation where they're curious but not fully understanding all the pieces that we can help with all the training they're doing for their sport.
Yeah.
We do have a few people that have come in, professional athletes, whether they know, like, for example, one ex-professional soccer athlete, he came in specifically looking for intermittent hypoxia training, which is the metabolic trainer, because he understands the power of that. So it's been an interesting one, actually.
We'd love to have more.
Yeah.
We'd love it to be, how did you say it? Like the awareness of it is not quite there with the Olympic teams, and we'd love to help make them aware.
We have a kind of goal between us that we don't talk about, but with the Olympics coming here in 2034, we want to somehow make a small difference in a positive impact on the United States, athletes, to actually help them podium better.
Yeah.
And however we can help and get involved,
Do you work back and forth with Riverton Upgrade Labs, or is it separate companies, or how does that work?
Yeah.
There's numerous ones throughout the United States now.
Yep. So when Dave Asprey had that first brick and mortar and then decided to go the franchise route, it was then put out as anyone can buy a territory and build one and go forth. So Riverton was before us. We went there for their grand opening. We met those owners, wonderful people. So we have a close connection with them, and we try to collaborate as much as we can, being in the same state of Utah. But we're not the owners of that. They're not the owners of this.
Can clients go back and forth?
At this time, corporate has not put that in place to be able to do that. If you have a membership there, you can't walk in here and use the equipment for free, but we try to make it absolutely possible, and we welcome them, yes.
And when there's more franchise locations, that's the plan to get to that,
That'd be great.
But the coolest part of the franchise model for us has been not just the Riverton owners, but all the other owners, is we have a WhatsApp group and monthly calls with them where we're always talking to each other, like, hey, I had a client, a member that had this thing going on. Any ideas? And it's a great collaboration with other owners for solve for members, or what's going on with this piece of tech that we have, things like that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, this anybody can walk in.
Absolutely.
It's really for anybody. Anybody wants to feel better, act more live. It's
we
kind of everything, isn't it?
We have so many pieces of equipment. What is it, 12 pieces of equipment that it really can be for a young woman wanting to strengthen her hair and have better skin, like an all vanity thing, genuinely, or to an 80-year-old man with a broken hip, or an athlete in between. Like these spectrums are like here, anything in between.
Everybody,
we will find why you're here, and we'll guide you through what you
Excellent.
need. Yeah.
So what's next for Upgrade Labs? Are you guys doing anything new or exciting, or?
I don't know if we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Some exciting stuff. Yeah.
A lot on the roadmap.
Oh.
What we could talk about is kind of somewhat the ultimate vision for Dave is to bring in the data from all the different pieces of equipment we have, plus the body scan. One thing that we're introducing soon is the ability to have you do lab work, so blood tests, and actually incorporate that data into all the other data into an app that also references and leverages all of Dave's research and articles over the years through AI to then help power,
protocols,
more recommendations.
Yeah.
And he's having a big conference down in Austin, Texas, I see.
You're right.
And I keep getting pop-ups for it. And come down to the biohacking conference in Austin, Texas, Dave Asprey. And So, are you going?
Yeah, that's a blast.
It's so fun.
We love it.
It is like our most amazing vacation we take all year long, because we just play in the tech hall. We get to try everything and talk to all the manufacturers of all the equipment that we have, and get to learn more. And
And to your point around what else might be coming, that's also a place where we explore what's new this year that we might want to consider for our location or Upgrade Labs as a whole.
You could be
all the toys in one.
Possibly be expanding here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it sure is great to have you guys, and I'm so excited about the whole Upgrade Labs and the just the benefit it has to people. It's just over and over and over again, you're hearing it, and it's like, come in.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody.
Yeah.
Just feel better when you leave. You feel better.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say the second you're walking out, but I tell you, just overall, you just feel better, and it's incredible. So thank you so much for opening Upgrade Labs here. I enjoy coming here. I've been coming here, as I said, 5 weeks, and chronic back pain is gone. I come in here for recovery from going to the gym all the time, and it's amazing the recovery. Normally you're just so sore, and you do arms, and you can't move your arms for a couple days, and you come in here and you get the big squeeze and go on the red bed and the cryo, and next thing you know, I can go to the gym the next day. Everything's great. So thank you once again. It's great to have you guys
so
here.
Much.
Thank you.